Previously on Star Trek Resurgence.
At the height of our power, the Takan Empire spanned hundreds of thousands of light years and trillions of Taconians. So it feels only right that we reclaim what was lost. Everything you hold dear will be gone.
They're all Takan now. The Hatari, the Ilidians, everyone.
No. That can't be true.
I'm sorry. Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
Portal has to know we're here.
If he won't come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out.
Barbarians. It's him. How dare you disturb me?
Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire. We've come a long way to meet you. I'll cut right to it. The Takan have returned.
My people have come back? How can that be?
Draconian technology made it possible. We call it bioforming. A group of Draconians calling themselves Scions of the Flame used it to reawaken after hundreds of millennia.
That the Scions have stolen the Cortabula is deeply concerning.
The Takan Empire is gone. It had its opportunity and proved unable to survive. And those of us who are here now deserve to choose our own fate.
You said the Takan vanished for a reason. I cannot claim our empire was without sin. I'm curious to see these Scions masquerading as true Takan. I will judge them myself as a guardian of the Takan.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection.
They're cutting through the door. Go! Finish!
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core. Warp drive disengaged.
Mitaska, can you climb?
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Sorella, my friend.
Calm yourself, child. It will all be better soon. Wake up, Monka Umet. Return to us. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
To find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology. If this Scion Galavan modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours. There you are.
What is it? Galvin?
Someone is using Taconian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
What's wrong?
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Taconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it.
I found this, hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Draconian technology. Does that mean there's a Scion on board? But Dr. Duval bioscanned everyone.
Whoever planted the device most likely did it within the last few hours. So I'll start by running a scan, tracking everyone who came through engineering over the last day, in reverse order. Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hotari.
That's quite the claim. Told me you were worried about him. But I never imagined this was what was wrong. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim. Or this could all blow up in our faces. You better think long and hard about who you can trust.
Commander Irma, a word, please. The captain may have been compromised. I have reason to believe he's been bioformed, and is now actively working against us.
When we first met on the starbase, I told you about the accident that took so many of our crew. You said you were sorry for my loss. The captain being bioformed. That's our loss now.
We will survive this.
You have my support. When do we act?
Now. Dr. Duvall is already on the bridge.
You owe me a bioscan, Captain.
I don't have time for that right now.
It's merely protocol, Captain. All officers that touch alien soil have to be bioscanned.
I know the protocol. It's not more important than chasing down these Draconian marauders.
This is not Captain Solano. He's been bioformed. He's a scion. Captain Solano has refused to be bioscanned because he knows it will reveal he's a scion.
Take her to the brig, or I'll do it myself! Oh!
As the Chief Medical Officer of the USS Resolute, I'm relieving Captain Zachary Solano of command.
Take him to the brig.
My people have a special journey. When Illydians die, we rejoin our comrades, family, and ancestors. I want you to know there is nothing I won't sacrifice to win this fight. But if we're lucky enough to survive, I'd be honored if you'd count me as one of your tribe.
Will they not cease this madness?
What is this place?
Is that the Veskar?
Another one of yours?
Not anymore. They've corrupted it.
Metric radiation is dropping. Zeldy's dropped to minimal power levels.
It's running off just the one warp core now.
That means...
You sent the Cartabula to that other ship.
We're taking fire! Red alert! All hands to battle station.
Our warp engines are offline.
They're not breaking off. We have to destroy the Zeldy before it destroys us.
Diaz and Edsolar still over there?
They'll need to evacuate.
Illydian ships have no escape pods.
We can leave out that cargo bay we transported to before.
Those freight containers. Maybe we could use those to make an escape pod?
Is that even possible?
We're gonna make it possible. Unless you have a better idea.
We're doing damage, but they're hitting us right back.
I can modify your impulse engines to amplify their meager output and avoid more of their attacks. But I will need full access to your propulsion systems.
That goes against dozens of Starfleet regulations. It's not a security risk if the alternative is destruction.
Commander Ermot, give Bortle access to the propulsion systems. You're going to have the ship in your hands. Don't let me down.
Please, help me.
No. Let the Khan get what they deserve.
Don't leave me to die. Please. Amenta.
It's not her.
No. I know it's not.
Carter, we have to seal the doors.
We're going.
Tracked a transporter signal to the planetoid moments before the Zeldy detonated.
Sidron.
There's a Takan structure there. It's the reason they were here. It's the reason we are here.
What an exhilarating recap that was. Hello, everybody, again to Star Trek Resurgence. Let me reframe myself here just a little bit. Wow. I am going to just start off by saying I absolutely regret one of those decisions last week. I have been sitting on this feeling for a week now, and I really, really wish that we had saved Itasca. And I was just kind of going back and forth, you know, like, I know what I said last week about playing Carter as kind of like having his values be eroded and all this business, but I mean, he's just, I don't know. I think that I was trying to just justify a decision there. I really regret it. But just like in real life, some decisions can't be taken back. And we're going to have to live with those consequences. So, this week, we're going to beam down to an ice planet, and we're going to punch some aliens in the face, probably. Hi to everybody in the chat today. Hi to Nick Ruddles. Hi to Primebeard. Hi to Bane Opatat. And Clanless Kavar. Thank you all for joining me today. Let us see where the crew of the Resolute is going to take us. And I'm going to try something different this week because I'm kind of just don't like jumping back and forth between the keyboard and the controller here. I'm just gonna leave it on this old view. Except I'm gonna also leave it on this view with the game running. There. So now we can see all the disappointed faces of the people that we've let down and all the people that have betrayed us. And also our very happy Bolian friend. Let me just make sure that this is unmuted this time, because we had that embarrassing moment. There we go. All right. So, shall we? Can't actually hear any of you, but I'm going to assume that you all said we shall.
Any sign of Sidron?
Not that I can see.
Uh-oh. Things are getting weird on my end. I'm sorry. I think I was recording the wrong thing on my desktop. Nope, I'm good. All right, sorry. I'm just gonna let's just roll that back. Let's pretend that didn't happen. If this is the worst thing that happens this week, then maybe we'll be okay.
Any sign of Sidron?
Not that I can see.
High alert, everyone. The enemy could be anywhere. Follow my lead.
Let's admire these suits first. Petrosian tied her hair back. That's detail.
Let's make this a short mission, all right?
That's the plan.
I'm no security officer. I'll do my best to make sure nothing happens to you, Captain. Phasers should make quick work of the ice.
forgot that you can't crouch and have something unholstered. And I'm gonna say here that there's gonna be some sort of canon reason for it. So, holsters are inaccessible when the user is crouched in an EV suit. That's Starfleet policy. Ooh, look at that.
Is this another Takan vault?
I don't see a way in.
Vault in the mines was already open.
There must be some way to activate it.
Portal, can you open it? It is a Taconian vault.
I thought you'd never ask. You're welcome. Better to keep it simple. Sometimes the answer is staring you right in the face.
Thank you. Definitely easier this way. Spread out. Let's see what we can find. And stay on high alert. We don't know where the Takan that beamed down here could be.
You will need my help, Commander.
How so?
Traversal here is trivial for a Takan, but only a Takan. When you come across a device you cannot use, merely call my name.
Will do. Thank you.
Very nice. They were big into construction. Yeah, this is incredibly ornate. I'm thinking it's about 1920s era, you know, Art Deco. I think we could appraise it at around about $1.2 million on this episode of Space Antiques Roadshow. So consider the space ocean.
Portal? What is that void down there?
Space, folding upon itself. A fairly simple concept.
For a Takan, perhaps?
I advise against falling in.
Do you know what this place was used for?
It feels familiar, but I'm not certain. The Empire was vast. I did not know every corner of it, and much was built after I became a portal. However, Takan would not build such a place without something precious to protect.
Whatever that is, we have to find it before Galvin does.
Let's deconstruct this Time Lord thing, because, you know, maybe there's a case to be made here. I'm saying no, personally, but ornate, over-elaborate, palatial buildings. Let me see if I can get Portal 6-3 here. Stupid haircuts and huge collars. Those are all Time Lord things. Not Doctor things, necessarily. Oh yeah, also arrogant. That's right. Also arrogant. You know, I don't always like my meats and my gravies mixing together. Meats and my vegetables. I like the gravy on meat. But not... whatever. Let's poke this button.
This pattern resembles the transporter device Petty Officer Maris used to escape the Resolute. Portal 6-3?
You wish to make use of this device?
It's a transporter of some kind?
It allows Takon to move through space instantly a short distance. Very convenient. I will activate the system for you.
Where does it go?
I'm not sure. The markings here must be from after my time.
Well, only one way to find out.
Alright, before we play hopscotch, there was this corridor back here. Yeah, keep checking your phone, buddy. As for the dredge value on these platforms, I
should look elsewhere.
Okay, I'm not supposed to be here. I don't know. I mean, there's no silt. There's no revolting silt covering them. We're not in any sort of space boat or vessel pulling them up, though we might later. But probably about 12 cents. Waxing floors was actually how the Takon Empire collapsed previously. Quite tragic, actually. They don't go into this into the game, but the legend is that the surfaces got so slippery they all fell into the space ocean down here. So, you know, maybe it's nice to leave the floors dirty sometimes. Rotating the shape in my mind very well. There we go. Garden boxes. Cute.
Soil. Just soil. It's not from this planet, nor any planet in the Federation database.
This is how I feel when I'm at the garden center with my partner. She's very good at these things, and I'm just kind of lost. Crystal. Just crystal. I feel like I'm missing something here. walk around until our phone beeps. Oh, there we go. There we go. Investigate alien soil.
Why is this here?
This is soil from the homeworld. Our capital system. This isn't an arsenal. It's a temple of the ancients. Sacred ground to the Takon. I took my oath as a guardian of the Empire in a place just like this. You cannot imagine the look of pride in my parents' eyes as they said goodbye. Forever. Sorry. This is the first I've seen of anything new from the Takon Empire in a very long time. I'm sure you're familiar with the feeling. That sense of loss. I thought I was ready for it. But it cuts to the core of your being.
I'm so sorry to put you through this. I know it must be difficult.
Don't apologize. I'm glad I came. This means a great deal to me.
Can you use this to find out more about what Galvin is after?
The information's encrypted. I can only discern that it's a warship. No. It's the Aphelion. Perhaps the most powerful Takonian ship ever built. I can't access the full file, but looking through the ship's schematics, it appears to be equipped with some sort of experimental, highly advanced transporter technology.
Transporter technology? For what?
Captain, you better come see this.
More soil. It might actually be Sands of Time. Hi, Lugi. How are you? Thank you for joining the chat. Sorry, I needed to let all of them speak. Yeah. Is it soil or the Sands of Time? Well, so far it's leaning on soil, but, I mean, we're about to... I have a feeling we're going to find some shit here. Oh, that's not good. I know what those are.
There are more up ahead.
From the looks of it, I'd say someone left in a hurry.
Probably right around the time we showed up.
Very yonic. If you don't know what that means.
I've seen these before. In the other vault. And if all of those are the same as this, then there must be...
Hundreds of millions, if not billions. All that remains of the Takon civilization. Distinct person, encapsulated in crystalline form. Preserved for all eternity.
Given the size of this vault, there must have been tens of thousands of these cases, representing billions and billions of Takon.
A threat on a truly massive scale. One your Federation can't easily contend with. What you have to understand is, these life forms were preserved for the benefit of the Takon civilization, as a means of safeguarding the health and well-being of any Takon, should they fall prey to illness or injury. They were never intended to be used for this purpose.
There you are wrong. The This was always their purpose. To restore the glory that was lost. Congratulations on your first victory in battle, Captain Rydek. You killed a great many of my compatriots, some that I've known for millennia. Are you proud of how much death you've caused? Each Takan life is precious, irreplaceable. Centuries of knowledge and culture, lost with each one you murder.
Your friends died because of you. If you hadn't attacked us, there could have been a peaceful solution.
I've seen the kind of results diplomacy gets in this era. You can hardly blame me for wanting a quicker result. Thankfully, I don't have to convince you of anything. We'll all be on the same side soon enough.
You can't just bioform whoever you want. Not without a fight.
Ah, but that's just it. There won't be a fight. In fact, most won't even know what's happened. One minute you're standing there as you. The next, you're standing here as one of us.
He's talking about mass transformation. That's what the Aphelion was built for.
The transporter. It'll reconstitute your DNA and bioform you into a Takan in the blink of an eye. This is what they'll use as ammunition.
In a manner of speaking, yes. Of course, that's the simple version. But the end result will be the same.
I realize you're here to gloat, and you seem pretty confident, but I'm not gonna let that happen.
It already is happening. The Aphelion is on its way here as we speak. Now it's only a matter of time. You can't delay that which is inevitable. Which makes your next decision fairly simple, brother. You are, after all, a portal.
I am.
Your sole purpose is to serve as a guardian of the Takan Empire. But you stand here surrounded not by your fellow Takan, but by members of the Federation. By people who deny our fundamental right to exist. You swore an oath to protect the Empire. And I can only assume that's why you're here.
There is only one true Takan here, and that's Portal. You're a scion, a disgrace to the memory of the Takan, brought back through unnatural means.
I only tolerate your presence so long as you continue to amuse me. Which side are you on?
Oh, no. I take back all the bad things I said about your hair and your
Captain
outfit.
Rydek, long-range sensors suggest a massive spacecraft approaching in the distance.
The time has come. I hope we speak again, brother.
Estimated time to contact, 6 minutes and counting.
We can't stay here. We have to get back to the ship.
And we have to preserve these souls. We must take them back to your ship.
Those crystals are ammunition to be used against us. We have to destroy them. Bombard the site from orbit.
No.
I'll decide, once we're safely aboard the Resolute. For to transport.
I can't believe she'd go for genocide, Ridley. Just like that. Girl, I know you lost your eyes, but come on.
You have to hear me out, Captain. I lost my eyes because of you.
Yep.
And still, I've always stood by you. But if you bring those things on board, I'll have no choice but to resign.
If they're taken to the Aphelion, They will be forced into new bodies, brought back to life in a way they never asked for.
They're not living beings, but they're still dangerous. And if you don't make decisions to protect us, we're gonna end up like Solano. You, me, the entire crew. We're all next.
Oh, she's done. You're done, lady. I am not going with her suggestion.
2 minutes and counting. It's headed straight toward the vault. The Aphelion is coming into view now, Captain.
On screen.
Arrival at the second vault in less than a minute.
I would remind you, those life forms are Takon, not science.
Let's hear him out.
Takon. They're not your enemy.
Right or wrong, history will judge you for this moment.
Transport the storage crystals aboard the Resolute.
Did I hear that right?
That's an order.
The storage crystals are on board in our cargo bay.
That is a decision I do not regret.
Thank you. I won't forget this.
I hope you realize what you've done. We don't need another captain who's gonna risk our lives just to feed their ego. This ship and this crew come first.
Lieutenant.
She has to hear it.
This isn't about me. It's our duty as Starfleet officers to protect life, wherever and however we find it. And I couldn't let them fall into Galvin and Sidron's hands. I had to do it this way.
And to think, I used to look up to you.
And now you can't look up to anybody.
The Aphelion is targeting us, approaching rapidly.
They hit us with that bioforming ray, and it's over. Maximum warp. Get us out of here.
Where, Captain?
Anywhere but here. Now!
I seriously can't... I can't believe how quickly she was just like, yeah, kill them all.
There they are!
What if they put the crystals into the triples? Think about it.
You did what had to be done with the Tasker. You said you'd avenge her, and you did. The Tasker can rest now. Even if I wavered in the moment. It wasn't a question of time.
I wish I could have found a way to save her.
You did.
Oh, no surprises here. But your shoulders separated. If you come with me to sickbay, we can get you fixed up in no time.
Thank you. I'll find you afterwards.
You two, check in at your stations. This thing isn't over yet.
Now, you know, were we just in the box the entire time they were on the planetoid? Like, I was half expecting the door to open and just 3 corpses to slink out of there.
She was a good little escape pod. Not that I want another ride like that anytime soon.
Tell me, did any crew from the Zeldi survive?
Well, since the Lydian ships have no escape pods, I think it was just us.
I see. I thought so. I had a partner on board. After this mission, she and I were meant to. Doesn't matter. All that matters now is making the Takan pay for what they've done.
We'll stop them. I promise.
Oh, jeez.
You're really making us proud out there, Diaz. The lower decks don't get a lot of glory.
Well, I'm just getting started.
Hey, Diaz.
Yeah?
Did you see our people over there? Miranda?
Kapoor, Hauser?
We saw Miranda and Kapoor, but they're bioformed. And as far as I know, there's no way to undo it.
That means they're not our friends anymore.
If they attack us?
We'll have to stop them. No matter what it takes.
Yeah. I guess we have to be ready for that.
Is this just like a dark era for Starfleet where everybody's like, I mean, like, this is post-war, post-Dominion War, and all these people probably saw some stuff, right? But man, like, they were just ready for blood. And he should be flying the ship. Whatever.
I can't believe it, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing Chovak. Not that I'd expect this kind of welcome from him, but I can just imagine the look on his face.
Oh, come on, he's got to give us some credit for all we've done.
We'll see. Then again, if he doesn't, that's just Chovak being Chovak.
Petty officers Edsalar and Diaz.
I can't believe it! You evaded the Takan, ejected their warp cores, and lived to talk about it!
That about sums it up.
They're gonna be teaching this at the Academy for years to come. I mean it. Everybody's gonna learn how you pulled it off.
Well, what we did, you can't just teach that.
Maybe not, but I'm sure they'll try. I heard about Belle. Is Miranda?
As far as we know, she's still out there.
Well, I know Captain Rydek will do her best to get her back.
Hold on. Rydek? What about Captain Solano?
He was turned into a Takan. Rydek had to take over. She's a hell of an officer, but none of us have been up against anything like this. No one has. Not in 500,000 years.
I guess there's never a dull moment around here, huh?
You telling me it's not always like this?
Not if we can help it.
Talk to you later.
You can see it.
It is agreeable to see you again.
Damn it.
Is that so?
It was by no means a certainty that you would return to duty here.
It is agreeable to see you as well, sir.
I concur.
You should know your absence has left engineering terribly short-handed. During your sojourn, this department has fallen unacceptably behind schedule on both regular and irregular duties.
There's been a whole lot of irregularity going around.
I am stating facts, not looking for excuses.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Pardon me?
After what the Resolute's just been through, no one's really expecting all the daily logs and reports to be on time and perfect.
That is incorrect. I expect as much and will continue to hold my staff to account.
Glad to see you haven't changed.
Normally, I would assign you to one of the many pressing repair tasks. But, given your experience on board the Zeldi, I have suggested you join the senior staff briefing as we determine our next course of action. You can commence your maintenance shift afterwards.
Angry Birds. She's got Angry Birds on there.
I tended to an Elydian earlier. Major Starlet Arminta.
Ah, yes. I met him at the negotiations.
I never would have imagined I'd be here, on the same ship, working together with our oppressors. But now that I am, I can imagine a future where the Hotari and Elydians are no longer enemies. I always hoped for peace, but it seems so far away.
Peace is often fleeting. If there's a chance, you should take it.
Peace with our former enemies may be hard for some to accept, but it's what my people need.
Well, it's coming along nicely. Thank you, Tylus. I'll take it from here. We're almost done.
I have to brief Ambassador Spock in a few minutes.
Ambassador Spock can wait. You have some fences to mend. Personally, I'm against the needless destruction of innocent life forms, so I'm glad you transported the Draconian crystals onto the ship. But Lieutenant Bedrosian obviously feels otherwise. And right now, you need the full support of your bridge crew. Being an effective leader requires trust, but an issue as divisive as this can create discord.
I still need and value contrary opinions. I don't want everyone agreeing with me when they feel otherwise.
Oh, you'll know when Lieutenant Bedrosian doesn't agree with something. She's not shy about making her opinion known. It's been a chaotic last few days for everyone. You need to name a new first officer in preparation for what's coming. You'll have to work to regain Lieutenant Bedrosian's trust, but if she's removed from consideration, it comes down to Westbrook or Ermot. Obviously, there are pros and cons with each, but ultimately, the decision is yours. Commander Westbrook has seniority and was hoping to be Captain Solano's first officer. Ermot has the knowledge and experience that makes him more than qualified. You really couldn't go wrong with either of them.
I don't mind saying I consider Commander Ermot a strong candidate for the role.
He'd be a popular choice with the crew, and bring a steadiness to the position that others might lack. Certainly not a controversial choice, but then some may perceive that as playing it safe. You're as good as new.
Thank you, Dr. Duvall.
Always nice to have a captive audience. You really shouldn't keep Ambassador Spock waiting.
Captain.
I'll meet you inside.
I would really like to fix this relationship.
I'm here to officially tender my resignation from the crew of the USS Resolute. I cannot in good conscience continue to serve aboard this ship. Not while the interests of the enemy take precedent over the safety of the crew.
Listen, Lieutenant. I understand how you feel, and I respect your opinion. You're one of the most valuable officers on the bridge, which is why I cannot accept your resignation.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I expected as much. Which is why I already submitted my letter of resignation to Starfleet Command.
My door is always open if you change your mind.
Girly gonna be talking mad shit about me in 10 forward.
We'll have Ambassador Spock via subspace shortly.
Thank you, Mr. Ermot.
I'll notify Lieutenant Bedrosian we're about to begin.
No, I
That
fired
won't
her.
be
I fired
necessary.
her.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar have first-hand experience with our adversaries. I thought it advantageous for them to join this briefing. I understand this is unusual, but I trust you have no objections?
Talk about moving up in the world. Not that I'm surprised in the least.
Excellent idea, Mr. Chovak. They deserve to be here.
In all seriousness, what Diaz and Edsalar accomplished aboard the Zeldi is nothing short of remarkable. They're both to be commended, not only for surviving against incredible odds, but for helping our efforts against these scions.
You know, Carter deserves most of the credit. None of us would have made it without his help. We'd all be bioformed by this point.
Well, I could say the same thing about Edsalar here. She deserves as much of the credit as I do.
It's like a mutual admiration society.
Ambassador Spock is ready for you.
Put him through.
Captain Rydek, your recent
he's on
change in
Andoria.
station certainly warrants mention, and I trust you to faithfully execute your expanded duties. Right now, we must keep our attention on the clear and present danger that lies ahead, the Takan and their warship. The closest populations are the Hotari and Elydian systems, and they are likely the first targets for mass bioforming. After that, lies Federation space. I have advised Starfleet Command to send an impromptu battle group to intercept and assist you, but that will take time. You are our first line of defense. And with our shield algorithms compromised, we are at a great disadvantage. Of course, you know that as well as I do.
I'm glad to hear the battle group is en route, Ambassador. With what we're up against, we're gonna need all the help we can get.
And you will have it. Remember, our strength is drawn from our ability to work together towards a common goal.
Have we made any progress in finding a way to defend ourselves from the Aphelion's bioforming weapon?
Currently, our shields will not protect us, but I am compiling all of the information the away team gathered on the Zeldi and cross-referencing it against our own as well as Portal 6-3's methods.
The away team is sitting right here. They survived without getting bioformed, so we know it's possible. So, what's the secret? How do we defend ourselves? Is there a weakness we can exploit? Something we can do to avoid getting bioformed?
Well, there are no secrets. It's a serious threat. And we're vulnerable. The whole ship is.
We saw someone getting bioformed. Once it starts, there's nothing you can do.
Huh. Can't stop it, but we might be able to slow it down. It's too soon to say for sure, but we've had some promising indications that Duridium can delay the bioforming process.
Duridium?
It's not a cure. It's not going to bring anyone back we've already lost. But Duridium is a cell stabilizer, so it has the potential to slow down the onset of physical and mental changes, if not entirely prevent them. And we might be the only ship in the fleet with this much Duridium on hand. In fact, a lot of ships wouldn't have any.
My space
You say
insulin.
that it slows the process, but this doesn't actually stop the Takan from taking over, does it?
Correct. I can't be 100% certain, but it appears this is only a short-term solution. Also, it requires a much larger dose to be effective. We don't have enough Duridium on board to protect the whole crew. We barely have enough to protect everyone in this room.
Sounds like it won't do us much good then.
The use case I'd suggest is that it could buy a little time for an officer or a small group to complete a task or mission. But it has to be taken at the moment of exposure to the bioforming mechanism.
Prepare a delivery method for this remedy.
That raises the question, what is the mission?
Assuming the Aphelion uses shields of some kind, I don't expect it will be easy to bypass their defenses.
We may not be able to block the Aphelions' attack either. But if they do strike, we know their weapon uses transporter technology. We might be able to backtrack their signal path.
Like we did to evacuate Captain Rydek from Tau.
Exactly. We could send an away team onto the Aphelion.
So we could destroy it from the inside.
I'm not exactly sure how, but that's the idea.
I think Portal could still help us. If he can't get a first-hand look at the Aphelion, he might be able to identify a weakness.
After sparing the remnants of his civilization, I should hope he'd help us.
He will.
We'll need to prepare a boarding party, if it comes to that.
Petty Officers Edsalar and Diaz are the logical choices to lead any away mission to the Aphelion. They have already crippled one enemy ship. If anyone can do so again, it is them.
This isn't like the engineering mission that took you to the Zeldi. Do you really have some special insights that a tactical team wouldn't?
Doesn't the fact that we're here speak for itself?
Just surviving won't be enough this time.
We found that only a Takan can operate their technology to its fullest. So, unless we want to try to do this with one hand tied behind our backs, we're definitely gonna need an assist from this portal guy.
I like that even less.
Like it or not, that's the truth.
Yes. Portal should be part of the away team. There's no question in my mind.
If this is the necessary course of action, I support it.
I will compile all the latest data on the tricorders, just in case.
I'll also
In the
put a
meantime,
playlist
I want
on
you
for
working on ways we can combat the Takan tech. Shields, weapons, anything we can use.
Yes, Captain.
Anything else, Ambassador?
I know this matter is in capable hands. Hold the line as best you can. Help is on the way.
Thank you. I have faith in all of you to meet this moment with the urgency it requires. I expect all of us to give it everything we've got. Thank you, Petty Officers Diaz and Edsalar. You're dismissed.
While we have a quorum of senior staff, there is a procedural element we need to take care of. The Resolute command codes must be transferred to Captain Rydek for control of the ship.
Of course.
Computer, transfer all command codes to Captain Jara Rydek. Voice authorization Ermot, Echo 4 Lima.
Shout out in the
Voice
chat.
authorization Duval. Beta
Who
2.
is the new
Yankee.
commander?
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Awaiting your authorization, Captain.
Voice authorization, Rydek. Charlie. 3. X-ray.
Captain's codes transfer. The updated command structure is incomplete. Please designate a new first officer.
Who is the new first officer?
Bedrosian.
Please designate a new first officer.
Oh, so she totally could be first officer if we, I don't know, didn't lose her eyes. Oh, man. Oh, this is agonizing. There's no timer on it, though, so they're just going to have to deal with it. Okay, I'm going to talk through this. I'm not going to
Please
accidentally...
designate a new first officer.
Okay, I need to pause this. Okay, I need to talk through this because, you know, this is big. This is big. I like the idea of Westbrook. I think that Westbrook, like, he was in line to be commander before I came aboard. Ermot is the safe choice, and he makes a lot of sense. But I also think where he is good for where he is. Ermot did shoot Captain Solano for us, and that's pretty cool. But that also, to me, says that Ermot should be in a place where he could shoot me if something happens. So I'm feeling let's see who else we got here. Ensign Calloway. Can we pick Ensign Calloway? Can we pick Sidron? We'll pick Sidron. Sidron is the new commander. Portal 6-3, Galvin. Yeah. Yeah. I think Riker should take a step that he should just take a pay cut. He should read his script with his tiny little glasses and tell us, "Well, Captain," or whatever. I don't know what does Riker say? He sits down. Weird. He puts his leg over the back of the chair. Spock would have the most experience as first officer, but Spock would need to be sitting with the little raising table up, the dais up the entire time, because he would need to have his dentures in the little glass with the fizzy water to clean them, and I don't think we should have that on the bridge. Bedrosian doesn't have the hated look on her icon, but I mean, she's also quit, so she's out. Tylus should be the commander. All right. When it comes down to it, I'm feeling Spock was the first officer of the Enterprise, and he was in the science department. Westbrook is a science officer, and he's not someone who's easy to agree with me.
It is an honor and a pleasure to name Commander Westbrook as my new first officer.
Thank you, Captain. You made the right choice.
Congratulations, Commander. It's long overdue.
I know we've had our differences, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate this.
Computer, Commander Westbrook is the new first officer of the USS Resolute.
Awaiting voice authorization.
Voice authorization Westbrook. Alpha 7 Tango.
Authorization is now complete.
Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done.
If you excuse me, I need to cry in my office for a bit.
Nicely done. I think that went well.
Captain, could I have a word with you?
Oh, no.
Give me a minute.
Look, I respect your decision, Captain. Commander Westbrook has seniority, and I can understand why you might have felt pressure to promote him. But what I can't understand is why you would choose someone so clearly unsuited for the position. It's the very reason why Captain Solano chose you over him. Because he knew Westbrook as first officer would be disastrous.
The answer is simple, Commander Ermont. I need Westbrook's support, especially now. If I chose you, after everything that's happened and him being passed over before, I'd lose him forever. So please, don't take it personally.
It's hard not to when I'm the one who earned it. Maybe I've had it wrong this whole time. But I thought we've had an excellent working relationship almost from the moment you first arrived.
These people are so
You trusted me with the information about Captain Solano being compromised, and I trusted you in return. In fact, I've always supported you, which is certainly more than you can say about Westbrook. He was always against you, especially with regard to Captain Solano. But I guess loyalty counts for nothing with you.
I'm sorry. I really want to hit get over it. I really, really do. But we've made so many choices that I am just like... Oh my god. Yeah, everyone is awful on this ship. Everyone is terrible. Everyone on this ship really sucks, except Petty Officer Ed Solar and Diaz. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the middle option, but still, my god, I really just want to tell all these people off. There's no self-destruct button. Sorry, the Federation's done. We're not doing this job, everybody.
Look, I'll be honest. I can't do this without your help. You're one of the best officers we've got, and I need you by my side. Otherwise, we don't have a chance against Galvin. It's as simple as that.
And I'll be there when you need me. Just like I always have.
High school stuff, man. My god. He's angrily typing.
I don't understand. Giving it everything she's got, but it doesn't make a difference. Something is actively slowing us down.
Keep trying. What's the situation in engineering?
I can't raise them. Internal comms are down.
It's the ionic interference. It's spiking again. If we reinitialize the central communications trunk, it should compensate.
If I may, Captain. Communications are critical to ship operations. I should go take care of this.
Go.
I was hoping we could buy enough time until Starfleet could send more ships. But it looks like we might have to face off against the Aphelion sooner than we might want. If it's just us. I don't like our chances.
I'll consider any suggestions from my first officer.
We're being pulled out of warp!
The Aphelion is closing on us, and fast.
We're being hailed by the Aphelion. Galvin demands to be heard.
On screen.
You thought you could run? That I would let you escape so easily after taking what's mine? How pathetic and predictable. At least you can take solace knowing you'll be a far braver Takan than you were as a cowardly Kobliad. Is it any wonder your people perished? If your every instinct is to run from a fight.
You underestimate the lengths I'm willing to go to ensure you don't succeed.
Sadly, this is as far as you'll get. We both know I hold your fate in the palm of my hand. That I could crush you in an instant if I so desired. And as much as I'd like to, you have another purpose to serve. As one of us.
Red alert! Handar, get us out of here! Evasive maneuvers!
They've hit the engineering section. No systems or structural damage, though.
They were targeting the crew, not the ship.
Captain, we have to respond.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Bond. Hit him in the mouth. What are your orders?
Fire photon torpedoes! Target the source of the beam!
The Aphelion remains undamaged by the photon torpedoes, Captain. And its shields are fully intact. It's too powerful to take head-on.
Damage report from the lower decks.
I still can't raise them, Captain.
Could be that the system's down. Or that was the Takan bioforming ray. And there's no one left down there to respond. The Takan may already be on this ship.
Seal the bridge. No one gets access without my permission.
I think that's for the best.
Here are your new tricorders. Now go. Get to the transporter room.
What is happening with the game? Sorry, it's like it keeps alt-tabbing out.
Who's on what side, Carter? Come on!
Oh no.
Transporter room 1.
You're coming with us?
A security officer told me your funeral, which I gladly accepted.
These are concentrated duridium doses. You need to take the dose as soon as you're exposed for it to be effective. Hell, take it right before if you can get the Takan to wait while you do it.
I'm having trouble locking onto the transporter path through the interference.
I've done this before. I have to align the transporter with the tetrametric signature. We need to tunnel through the shields. There's a problem. We don't have enough power to make the jump. I might be able to divert power from—
Stand aside. The signal is now resolved. I couldn't let you fumble about any longer.
That's great. You must be Portal 6-3.
Yes. Guardian of the Takan Empire.
I'm Carter.
Your new best friend.
Engineer of the Starship Resolute.
We're right behind you.
Do us proud over there. Ready to transport.
Energize.
Glory of it. This ship is a marvel. Even to me. It's almost a shame we have to scuttle it. The galaxy has never seen a ship like this. And it won't see one ever again.
It is beautiful. I'll give you that.
Resolute, come in!
We're losing cohesion.
I'm gonna try to use my tricorder as a pattern enhancer.
The signal's gone. Are they there? Did you get them?
They didn't make it.
The interference is too strong. We're trapped here. We have to get to the Cartabula and disable it.
Hopefully before the battle group shows up.
Get served up for the Aphelions' next meal.
I am saturated in Taconian power readings. I can't feel the source just yet.
This way.
I can't reach anyone. At least not on the lower decks. It's like they're all gone. Comm systems seem to be operational again.
That bioforming ray may have transformed dozens of crew members on the lower decks.
This ship could be swarming with resurrected Takan. It's only a matter of time before they come to their senses and take action.
Which means we have a narrow window of time to cut them off before.
Captain! We're holding them off as best we can on Deck 9, but...
If they spread throughout the decks, we'll never know who to trust.
Lock down the affected areas immediately. Close the bulkheads and erect the containment fields. No one is allowed in or out without my authorization.
There could be crew members who weren't affected who could get locked inside.
That's a risk we'll have to take.
Initiating a lockdown now.
And what happens if some of the bioformed manage to escape? How should the crew engage them? Or should they?
We should be cautious. If a situation arises, I want phasers set to stun.
Of course. I'll let the crew know to proceed with caution.
Have we heard anything from Commander Ermot?
No. And he's been gone for quite some time.
He's crying in his bedroom.
The comm system he went to investigate. It's near the affected area. Commander Ermot. Commander Ermot, can you hear me?
Computer shutdown initiated.
According to this, it was initiated by Commander Ermot.
What?
The central computer core will shut down in 10 minutes. We'll lose all critical ship functions. It can only be overridden by the captain at the core itself.
With me.
I like the new security officer who looks just like The Rock.
Stop! Identify yourselves!
We're just trying to figure out what's happening. Ah, to hell with it.
You have to get to the computer core! Go!
Ermot's just really angry and kicking the computer really hard.
The master console is up there. I don't have much time.
Ah, yes. And in true Star Trek fashion, we've reused the set from earlier. Actually, that other room was the computer core before, too, wasn't it?
Captain Rydick, it's me, Commander Ermot. First Officer Westbrook insisted I find you immediately. Let me get this door open. I think I remember the code. I hope you haven't been hurt, Captain. It's not safe here. I'll get you somewhere more secure.
I'm fine. No need to worry.
That's a relief. Now, Captain. Still getting used to these Federation weapons.
Computer termination sequence in progress.
Damn it!
He's just living the dream of shooting your boss. I'm just kidding. Allegedly, I would never do such a thing. None of you would either. Chill.
Be reasonable, Captain. There's a time to fight and a time to admit defeat.
Computer termination sequence in progress. Awaiting Captain's authorization.
Cancel computer shutdown.
Okay, wait. Just hear me out. Listen to reason. There's no need to do anything impulsive.
You just tried to kill me.
I was only acting on orders. I didn't mean any harm. You know we'd rather have you with us. We can make a deal, right? Come to terms.
Awaiting Captain's authorization. Awaiting Captain's authorization.
Cancel computer shutdown. Voice authorization, Rydick. Charlie. 3. X-ray.
Termination sequence cancelled.
Shoot him again. His soul still tells him. Oh no. Man, so, I mean, Ermot, like, if this bioforming
These are
thing...
the arteries of power coming from the cortabula at the heart of the Aphelion. I can feel it coursing through my own body.
If bioforming's irreversible, then I guess we made the right choice picking Westbrook, because, yeah.
Look there. I cannot move as freely inside this ship. Those emitters are why. If they were deactivated, I could travel past this chamber without setting foot in it.
Only Takan can use Takan technology. How do I turn them off?
Place these on the emitters. It will suppress their effect. The guards none the wiser.
Got it.
I'm coming too.
If we both get caught, it's over. If it's just me, you can try again after I fail.
Well then, don't screw it up.
Guys, I have a sinking feeling that one of these people is going to die. And...
I can't phaser any of the guards. It'll alert every Takan in here.
Nothing out of order.
Crap, I don't actually know where I'm supposed to... Oh, I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Those guards can see the whole room from there. How am I gonna get past them? Maybe the crystal's portal gave me will get a reaction out of these consoles. worked. Now move.
What the?
Oh no. Okay. That was unusually cheap looking. Where are they? Okay. Guess they are.
What's wrong with you?
I don't think I actually lured anybody over here. Oh shit, there he is. Oh god. I'm lost. That's it. Wait, is this...
Who's there? Gone. Someone hiding? It's too dark in here. What the? Nothing. I see you! I must be seeing things.
Must have been my imagination. Alright. Whew.
2 to go.
Takan Scout Camp. Just a bunch of tiny crystals. Yep, really like these little sets they got here.
We shouldn't underestimate them.
Oh,
They've been surprisingly resilient so far.
They're just delaying the inevitable. Soon they will all be dead, or one of us.
All the more reason to be cautious.
Delvin should destroy them and be done with it. There are many more.
Honestly, I feel like I should be drawing a map right now, because this is... I'm not totally convinced that I am where I ought to be. I'll use one of those once. And this guy. God, come on.
What is this?
Alright, 2 down.
1 left.
We got this, everybody. Casual Diaz hop. Oh! Everybody here has astigmatism or something. Farsightedness, nearsightedness. Okay, I need to get over there. Oh god.
Wait a moment.
Is someone there?
No. 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 Oh god. Oh. Okay. What's that? The just go, just run. You don't need to be here.
Well done.
Let's get out of here.
Wow.
More emitters. Guess we can't teleport the rest of the way.
All the Takan that have been bioformed have crystal contact lenses, which makes them very able to like shoot and aim, but yeah, they're limited to 7 feet. God, this is really pretty.
That craft can take us to the main power chamber.
No way we can make that jump.
When I was younger, maybe.
Bullshit.
This might control that craft. Portal, a little help?
I should be able to bring it to us.
There!
What the hell? I've got this thing set to maximum stun. How are they getting up?
Something's different about the Takan here. Stunning isn't an option.
Get in!
Oh my. You know, I know it needs to be slow to make it like easy for people. I get that. But this is like it's a little much. What's that Clint Eastwood?
Guardian! He's with them!
The one with the truck, and it's just being shot at by a bunch of people, and they just drive straight through. That's what it feels like.
We have to sink that other ship! Shoot the pilot!
The enemy pilot must be shot down. The force field protecting the pilot will take a lot of damage before it goes down. When the force field is down, the pilot is vulnerable. Yes. movies. It's like one from the 80s, and it's like the cover of the movie is just like a big truck covered in bullet holes.
Guardian! You saw what they did to our ancestors! How do you stand with them?
We've left them behind. I've seen it with my own eyes. They're not real Takan. We were conquerors, not parasites. The souls I pushed your captain to spare will not be used for this end.
You are the last real Takan. Don't let them tarnish that with what they're doing. Because if we don't stop the Scions of the Flame, they will be the legacy of your people.
Never.
That's the attitude.
It's The Gauntlet from 1977. The poster is
Doing
pretty
everything
sweet.
I can, but I can't shake her.
Tell you later.
I figured without me you didn't stand a chance. I'm here for the ship and the crew, not for you.
Boo!
I couldn't just sit in my quarters, waiting to get turned into a Takan.
Your timing's perfect. We need your help now more than ever.
Clearly.
The only reason they haven't destroyed us is because we have bioformed Takan on the ship. That's why they're targeting our engines.
If we lose the engines, we can't avoid the bioforming ray. Brace for impact!
They're here!
We're being hailed by the USS Titan.
Put them through.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Resolute. We got here as fast as we could. Looks like you've got your hands full with this monster.
We're damn glad to see you, Captain. We could use all the help we can get.
I told you I'd be here. So, what are we up against?
He's talking like it's a big fish.
It's happening again.
We have to warn them. Open a channel to all Starfleet ships immediately.
Starting emergency transmission.
This is Captain Jara Rydek of the USS Resolute. The ship we're fighting is armed with a bioforming ray that can transform your entire crew instantaneously. Avoid being hit at all costs.
And remember, they have our shield algorithms, so take preemptive evasive action.
Oh no, one of those ships.
They're gone. Just like that. We have to destroy that ship. Otherwise, it won't be long before they're coming after us.
They could all be Takan. Or none of them. We can't assume anything yet. And we can't afford to be wrong.
Hail them. See if we get a response.
Hailing the Pawtucket now, Captain. Hold on.
Full impulse power. Take us in for a closer look.
Aye, Captain.
Is that good?
That's not a Starfleet ship. The Takan have it.
Shields at full power!
Shields are holding up against their attacks. But they won't for very long.
Fire phasers!
Firing. Shields at 60%. Heavy damage reported in astrometrics.
Hit them with everything we've got.
Aye, Captain.
Taking heavy fire. Shields now at 40%.
Stay with it. Keep firing. Their weapon systems are offline.
Now's our chance. Finish it. We can send Galvin a message. Let him know exactly what he's up against.
No.
And that we're willing to fight to the very end.
Yes.
Take out their engines. Fire when ready.
Targeting their engines. Commencing fire. Now.
Captain Rydick, the Aphelion is too much for any one of us to take on alone. And collectively, we might just have a shot.
On our way. Full impulse power.
Aye, Captain.
But the bridge, the beam is so pretty.
Target their engines. Fire photon torpedoes.
Firing photon torpedoes.
I've lost helm control. Trying to re-establish.
Power levels are dropping all over the ship, but our engines are still running strong.
This is what happened to the Enterprise.
They're draining our energy.
We're caught in it too.
I hope the away team is having more success than we are.
So many starships. Got a steam runner on the right. Got the New Orleans class on the left. Wow. They got all the big stars out.
If there is a way to disable the Aphelion, it's there. We strike at the heart.
All right, folks. We I know on the episode list, I believe there are 4 left. I'm going to keep walking forward, but I think we could just finish this tonight. And I want to see in the chat what you think, what your thoughts are. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. We'll all meet next week, and we'll have we'll all have a very good time where nothing goes wrong for any of these people. Let's poke some things in the meantime. Let's not climb the cliff face. That seems pretty final.
The Cartabula. I can feel the energy.
Don't get too used to it. We're gonna take that thing down.
Alright, I took a quick read of the temperature just there, and it kind of feels like we should finish this off. And that read of the Cartabula. Yeah, let's tie it up, everybody.
have to turn off this energy field to enter. I must do it. It requires the hands of a Takon. Is it working?
It started.
Is the opening wide enough to get through? Well, is it wide enough?
No, but I can see the Cartabula.
What about now?
I still can't get in.
Stand back. I'll try again.
Portal 6-3! I'm not going to remind you of the oath you took. I want you to remember why you made it. Your bond to your people. You can bring your empire back, and all you have to do is nothing. Stand back, and we will handle them.
So much time doing nothing. Now, I will take action. I will exterminate these heretics. This won't take long. I'll be back.
Wait, you need to open the energy field.
In due time. If you can get to the Cartabula, don't wait for me.
We'll hold the line.
Well, you're getting your fist fight.
The gap isn't much wider. Can we get through?
Maybe we can widen it with a containment field from the tricorder. Oh!
I don't think we can crowbar our way in.
It takes a Takon to do it.
Oh!
That's far enough.
Carter, I could have killed you both, easily. But the part of me that is still Miranda won't let me. She compels me to bring you into the fold. I will make you one of us. Trust me, this is the best outcome you can hope for.
Miranda wouldn't want that.
You don't know her like I do.
You killed her.
I had to.
If you hadn't, I would have. She's really gone. For good. I can't believe it.
I loved her. I really did.
I know.
I held back the barbarians.
Oh.
You must go. Finish this.
Oh no.
I'm not a Takan. It won't work. It's the only way.
I'll do it. We don't have time to stand around to try to figure another way. Everyone's counting on us.
No. I'll take it. I know you don't want that thing inside of you.
We don't know how this thing works. I'll give you the Duridium, then I'll get out of the way. And you'll have to.
Good idea.
Ready?
In case this goes the way it looks like it's going, goodbye, Millie.
It's not goodbye. Not yet.
Oh my god. Oh, he's in the sunken place.
Ego sequo, valego etos secuni.
have much time. I can read it.
What is this? Who are you? Tell me now! I demand it!
You're talking to the guy that's in charge. Pipe down while I work.
Carter, you're kind of scaring me.
It's okay. I'm still in control.
Oh, his eye. He held his breath too long.
We've reached the Cartabula.
That's great. Are you all okay?
Yeah, we're inside. That's what matters.
Kira back there.
2 of ours are keeping the bioform ships at bay, but they can't hold them off forever.
Getting remote telemetry from the away team tricorders. I'd recognize that anywhere. Our warp core resonant frequency is one of the readings.
They're bleeding us dry. But they're not just taking our power, they're routing it through the Cartabula.
I see. She ran the other way.
There. That's the Resolute's warp core resonant frequency.
And these others?
That frequency matches the Titan's warp core resonance. And these two are the Kimball and the Lowell.
They're both Steamrunner class. Same engine platform.
They're just tuned a little differently. I must be getting information from the bioforming, but this warning, it means that it's struggling with the power stacked up at close frequencies.
The Cartabula can't handle the dissonance?
Maybe.
This is Westbrook. Are you reading these Starfleet engine signatures?
We are. And you need to see this. The Steamrunner class frequencies are causing problems for the Aphilion's energy source. Sending visuals now.
They're vulnerable. We have to use this.
You can break a wine glass if you play the right note loud enough.
Sir?
The Takan are so arrogant. They're letting us right in the front door with this energy drain. We can tune our warp core output to those frequencies. Get all our ships to do the same. Push it to maximum levels and we might be able to crack the wine glass, the Cartabula, and take their ship offline.
There is merit to the theory. But if we attempt this, it would preclude any other course of action.
It'll work. It has to.
If this is going to succeed, we'll need all Starfleet ships to pitch in. We aren't alone anymore. We need to leverage that.
I will create a high-energy static warp shell.
We'll need the away team to guide us to the right frequency.
We read you, Resolute. You're putting a lot of faith in us, Captain. That's a hell of a plan.
I've got faith in you, and the rest of this crew. Now let's give him hell.
Yes, Captain.
I found an eject routine for the Cartabula.
So we can disengage it, just like we did with the Zeldy's warp cores.
Yeah, but it'll only activate if this thing gets completely overloaded.
So we gotta take it right up to the edge of destruction.
We are increasing the warp core resonant frequency now.
You can't do this. You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
If that thing wants to take over, it's going to have to go through the both of us. And I'm not going to let that happen. You hear me? I'm gonna fight it right along with you, Carter.
I can always count on you. You'll stand by me to the end.
This isn't the end.
Is something wrong?
No, we're fine.
Do you see our output frequency changing?
We do.
What is the impact on the Aphelion systems?
Keep it up, Resolute. It's starting to work. The bigger they are, the harder they'll fall.
Inertial dampeners are failing.
Warp output at 85%. They're taking the bait. Now we need the rest of the fleet.
Open a channel to anyone left on our side.
Opening a channel.
This is the Resolute. We're sending instructions to all ships to output maximum warp power at the designated frequency. We believe this will disable the Aphelion.
We don't know that. All we know is that it'll siphon off our energy much quicker. You're leading us to disaster. Are you out of your mind? That has given them exactly what they want.
Our strength in Starfleet comes from our ability to work together, especially when everything is on the line.
I can get behind that, Captain Rydek. We're adjusting the Titan's warp output to match the Resolute's. I suggest the rest of you do the same.
That's it. They're falling in line.
This is the Takahashi. Adjusting our engines now.
Did you see one of the ships was named Man Comet? USS Man Comet.
The Cartabula, it's compensating. Counteracting our interference. But some of these other frequencies are causing spikes too. I'm gonna find a new target range for the Resolute. Let me try this out.
This one.
Here. This one's hitting the hardest. If they all converge here, it'll provide the maximum disruption to the Cartabula.
Got it. We want to overload this thing, push it to the brink, but not past it. You sure about this frequency? If we go too far, we won't just be destroying the Cartabula. We're going to take a lot more with us. I don't want to be responsible for that.
I'm sure. I bet my life on it.
It's all our lives. Sending data to the Resolute.
The team has sent us an updated target list. Sending it to engineering now.
We are now running our core at 105% of recommended capacity. If we try to meet that frequency, we will generate a harmonic imbalance of our own and risk a warp core breach. I must warn you, these are precisely the engine conditions that Captain Solano's experiment brought about. A runaway reaction is a dangerous possibility right now.
We can't afford to start second-guessing ourselves. We need to stay the course.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. But I'm not Solano, and this is no experiment. I need you to match the frequency and increase the output.
Very well, Captain.
We got an overload here.
It's at the breaking point.
What's happening? We got a problem. It's not gonna eject. We have to disengage the Cartabula manually. We lit this fuse. We gotta make sure it doesn't go off the wrong way. If we can pull hard enough on those levers, it'll dislodge this thing.
You'll destroy everything I've waited for.
Man, really liking bringing our controls into this. And comment. There it was.
We have full power.
And the Aphelion is shutting down.
Returning warp reactor to nominal output levels.
The Takan are running off reserve power now.
I saw what you did. The sacrifice you made.
Radiation levels are spiking.
It's coming from the Cartabula. He must have damaged it. Didn't get it out before it fractured.
Our work here is done. Let's get out of here. 3 to beam back to the Resolute.
We can't lock on. Our transporters won't cut through the interference.
We can't stay here.
Oh, no.
We're not getting away in that thing.
There. Maybe I can use this to get us out of here. I don't know if it can get us back to the Resolute, but we have to get away from here. Everybody on!
Radiation's lower here, but still too high for us to stay on this ship.
This is good, but we can do better.
And soon, I hope.
We gotta get all the way to the Resolute.
That thing is down, but not out. We'll handle the stolen Federation ships, but you need to get a crippling shot on the Aphelion.
A direct hit to its bridge will bring it down.
I can take us real close, Captain. Skim the hull of that thing where it can't get a clear shot at us.
Or
I can weave us through the battle. And hope we don't get caught in the crossfire.
I don't want to get too close to that thing.
Is cooler.
We can't take much more fire, Captain.
Handar can get us through it.
Yeah.
take us through the battle. Get us a clear shot on that bridge.
Aye, Captain. We're almost in position for a shot at the bridge.
Photon torpedoes armed and ready.
Break off this attack, or I will be forced to eradicate you.
The Aphelion is still filling with lethal amounts of radiation, but it seems to be contained within the ship, for now at least.
They have comrades on that ship, both living and waiting to be reborn. We're going to die in here if I don't care. We will never submit to your Federation. We are taking our rightful place as rulers over this galaxy.
Radiation poisoning is a terrible way to go, but it doesn't have to be that way. We can render aid to your crew.
No. We've crossed the eons to get here. I won't stop now. Fire salvo!
Oh no.
Now the radiation is rising here too.
Targeting the Resolute?
I can't let you do that.
Get on. Damn it. I can't hold on to it. I have to make manual adjustments to enhance the signal pattern. From here.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna make it out.
No way. We're all leaving together. We've been through too much to split up now. We don't leave people behind. Got it?
I know we're the same rank and all, but I am ordering you to go! Don't waste this. Please.
If you send them, we'll be stuck here. Give in to me, and I will save us, not them.
Stop it.
What's happening?
It's an internal struggle, and he's losing.
Not like this.
It's the Takan. In my head. It's trying to keep me from sending you back.
There has to be a way for you to...
There isn't.
The time is now.
Oh.
That won't work. I told you. This body is mine now. No!
Look out for each other.
The away team has beamed back.
We're in position and ready to fire, Captain.
Remember when I said this wasn't over? It is now.
Please, we target the ship.
Yeah!
Pummel it to space dust. Like we did to so many others who dared to cut...
Fire.
Hey, Carter?
Millie.
I thought you'd want to know we made it. And that you'll always be my family. Even if I don't get to see you again. You'll never really be gone.
Always, Millie. Family. Forever.
Always.
Wow. Wow. He was too cold to survive. Yeah, for real, but I really gotta know if he can, though. I think next week we'll comb YouTube to see all the alternate paths, because...
All decks secure. We have the bioformed on board, fully
DS
contained.
River.
The Starfleet ships under Takan control have signaled their surrender. Good work, Captain Rydick. Next time I need some backup, I'll know who to call. I trust you won't have a problem with that.
Hopefully that doesn't happen for a while. I think we all have some patching up to do.
Out here, things rarely wait for you to be ready. But from what I've seen, you're ready for anything.
Captain, we're being hailed. It's the Aphelion.
On screen.
The radiation. We
A glitch? That's a glitch.
we won't last much longer in here. Please, we surrender. We need your help. Please, beam us aboard your ship.
I know what they've done, Captain. But we can't let them die. They're our enemies today. But who knows what they could become.
You already offered help and they turned you down. Tried to destroy us.
No, their
Why reach
captain
your hand
turned
out to
us
them
down.
again?
It's what we do.
This is the fate they've chosen. Leave them where they are.
You can't do that.
We don't have much time.
We're saving them.
We
Come on.
submit. I don't know what else I can say. Please, we don't want to die.
This is what separates us from them. The fact that we can make a gesture of peace even after all our conflict.
That's it.
Set up containment fields in the docking bay and beam the Takan there.
Preach.
Crew of the Aphelion, shut down all systems.
It might save
Lower
Carter
your
also, that's
defenses
right.
and prepare to be transported.
Thank you.
The thing that, like, earlier it was established, like, they don't want to die. They want to live, right? And so any of these things, I'm taking at face value, because I don't think they're immediately going to try and kill us.
Carter!
Oh, no.
Hey,
Oh.
My first order of business will be to help reestablish the Hotari government and resume peace talks, genuine talks, with the Illidians.
And after that?
Who knows? I know I don't want to be queen. There's so much good I could do with just a fraction of your medical technology if I could bring it to my people. But I also want to see what else is out there. Maybe there's even a place for me in Starfleet. It would be hard to stay on Hotari forever. Not with all there is to experience, to learn.
There are many ways to help your people, and healing them is a very noble way to do so. I'll see to it that Starfleet sends a medical ship to share knowledge and technology, as long as you'll be there to spearhead their efforts.
I'll gladly accept those terms.
Also, we're just friends.
But there are pressing matters we must attend to before any of that. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. I'll see you again.
Starfleet has granted me the privilege of conferring this upon you.
It's happening.
Though I'm sure Captain Solano would rather have been the one offering this. You have acted dutifully and bravely through trying circumstances. I grant you the official rank of Captain.
Pipta.
I believe a great many wonders lie ahead for you, Jara Rydick. There appears to be nothing that can stand in your way.
Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.
Oh, his hands are so old, too. Oh.
Victory. Peace. These things never come without a cost. For some, it requires putting aside centuries of enmity. For others, it takes facing complicated losses.
To Carter. How do you say goodbye to someone who isn't really gone? I thought I knew how to leave the past behind, but I've learned a thing or two.
And for too many, they had to pay the ultimate price. In time, history may forget their sacrifices, but those of us who were there never will. Now, all hands honor the dead.
I'm sorry to laugh. I just imagined them firing all of these like a machine gun proton torpedo. Oh, man.
Captain Solano used to say that nothing ever stays the same. Entropy. It's the nature of the universe. As such, the crew of a starship can never stay the same. But while entropy says that order inevitably gives way to chaos, this crew has only grown stronger. More cohesive and coherent. Bound by our shared struggles. And working together, helping each other, we're able to do more than we'd ever imagined.
Yeah!
Some of our differences couldn't be resolved. But perhaps that too can change. In time.
And a cameo by The Rock. Unbelievable.
Engage. Space. The final frontier. As we take our next steps into the unknown, the greatest insights that lie ahead are what we learn about each other. We might even surprise ourselves. And no matter what threats we may come upon, or mysteries we face, we will not be shaken. We are stronger together. We are steadfast in our purpose. We are resolute.
Yeah! Oh boy. What a goddamn ride. Wow. So that is Star Trek Resurgence. Star Trek Resolute. That was a lot. I think maybe we'll just take it casual next week. You know, we'll pop open a Chrome browser, we'll hop onto YouTube, and we'll comb through the alternative choices that we could have made for this run. I know I have a gut feeling that the Carter and Edsolar combination has to happen one way or the other. So either she stays or he stays. She gets bioformed, he gets bioformed. Just kind of knowing the structure of Telltale stuff. What do you guys think of all the choices we made along the way? Like, you know, I was mentioning earlier, I was like really regretting that choice about not saving Itasca. And, you know, I think it was in line with the way that we've kind of been navigating these things. Oh, what a cast. Josh Keaton as Carter Diaz, who was Revolver Ocelot in Metal Gear Solid 3. Amanda Miller as Tylus, who is Sailor Jupiter in the most recent dub of Sailor Moon. And I think Ed Solar was the voice of Sailor Moon as well. But I'm getting distracted. What I want to know is, you know, I want to know the temperature here of the choices that were made along the way. You know, I was kind of steering the bus here, but would you guys have done anything differently? I think that I regret shooting Miranda. I definitely regret not saving Itasca, but there's a lot of other things that I really feel like they kind of tracked. Yeah, the way I played Diaz, I mean, I let you on last week know about my thinking behind it, and so, like, I guess we've been as consistent as we could be, but, you know, when it just, like, a choice like that just sticks with you. But, so are the pains of command. Next week, come hang out if you'd like. What we'll do, or what I think I'd like to do, is you may remember in the main menu there's a choice to look at your decisions and compare your choices with other people who've played the game. My hair is in my face. So we'll take a look at that, and maybe I'll play something. I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to stick with the rest of this. We'll let it roll. All these people did really great work. Tobias Richter. Look him up online if you want to have some nice Starship wallpapers. Yeah. Diaz's self-sacrifice really fit, didn't it? I don't know if I should have shot Miranda in the chest, but, I mean, in a fist fight like that, like you were saying, it's the end game fist fight. Kind of, like, what else was going to happen, right? It would be fun to see the Chaos playthrough. You know what I would like to do, and I used to do this with old Telltale games, is I would try and do silent runs where anytime there was a decision choice, I would just not press a button. Most games account for that now. They don't really let you do that. They just pick one for you. But I know with the earlier Walking Deads, you could just let it sit, and Lee would just stand there looking at things. So, yeah. I really hope that we see the crew of the Resolute again. I really hope that this does well. I know that from what I see, like, Trek fans have loved it. I encourage all of you to try and pick it up. I got it on sale on Epic because they had like the summer sale with the 25% coupon there. But I would suggest grabbing it on PC, or if you have a PS5 or the high-end Xbox. I don't know what it's called. And I would definitely encourage you to try it out yourself. Like, you know, you saw it. It's like a solid 7 out of 10, if I had to give it a number. But the writing is so strong, like really, really strong. And it pulls from Trek lore in a way that I think does... It's just... It handles things a whole lot better than I've seen other games kind of take on Star Trek, and the way other like modern shows sometimes take on Star Trek. There's a lot of stuff here that pulled from the past but didn't feel inauthentic or, you know, kind of preying on nostalgia, and I think that's really, really testament to the quality of work that was on display. I mean, like, they literally pulled the guy from season 1 of TNG with the Ferengi all, like, look the clip up online of them just bouncing around like little gremlins. It's nuts. And they turned them into something credible, turned them into a credible threat, and I think that's really, really something. Yeah. All right, well, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I want to thank you all again for coming. Thank you all again for hanging out. If you've been lurking, hello to you too, and I hope you've been enjoying the show. And to all the regulars in the chat, thank you again for joining me, and I will see you out there. Bye.